Hey guys, I'm coming to you from my house today because I had the weekend off from work. A little talking head action, but we're gonna do this from home today and see if it's any better. My Roomba just started again on its own. It had to go recharge its battery and then start again. So without any further ado, let's get to our headlines. Those being, not much. I kind of scoured the park and online for any news considering Xcelerator, and there's really nothing new yet other than everybody's on board with it being reopened in late summer. When I went to the park this week, I kind of tried to get a bird's eye view from the sky cabin, and I tried to get a couple shots from the exiting platform, and nothing's really changed. I did notice when I was up top in the sky cabin that they had some pads out by the cars. I'm not sure, like I was too far away to really tell what they were, and even zoomed in. If anybody knows what these are, they weren't there last week that I remember. It is at least progress, if nothing else. Other than that, though, Xcelerator, it's in the same state that it has been in for the last 2 years, hidden in plain sight. And on that note, Montezuma has no new news either. I still think that it's not going to open until early 2024, but Knott's Berry Farm is full of surprises, and who's to say that when the Fiesta Village festivities stop after summer nights, that they don't say, you know what, we are in need of something to bring traffic to this side of the park. And they open Montezuma in October or November. The Knott's Hotel. I went around and just looked at the exterior progress of the building. The paint is done, still no signage, but we'll get that. Where the tennis courts are, where I thought it was going to be bulldozed to make way for a courtyard, it's tennis courts again. So I have no idea at this point. I'm going to assume that they're not going to be doing any crazy changes around the exterior. They're probably going to leave the hotel basics the way that they are. So they'll probably put the tennis nets back up as soon as that part is cleaned up. The patch of land, I still believe, between the back entrance there, where the check-in area is, and the main back hallway, I still think that's going to be a courtyard, and I still think that whole back wall is going to be glass, with either glass doors or just glass windows along it. So I'm going to keep that theory going. I'm going to keep that assumption going. I will probably be wrong on that end too, but that's all right. Hey, 3 out of 10 is Hall of Fame status in Major League Baseball, okay? Also, when I was going through the hotel pages on the Knott's website, I don't know why I never did this before, but I didn't realize the absolute crazy deals you get as a pass holder. Just looking through, it's on the top of the places to stay tab on the website. They've got the summer vacation package and the season pass summer vacation package. The amount of amenities you get with these packages is unfair to other theme parks, to say the least. Let's start with just the non-season pass holder for a second. $92 per person per night. That's for a family of 4 at the Knott's Hotel. With that, you get your hotel room, you get a ticket to the park for the next day, you get a summer tasting card, which those are like $65 a piece. And you get 1 single-use fast lane ticket for whichever ride you want to use the fast lane. So obviously Ghost Rider, right? And you get free parking. Down below that, if you are a season pass holder, same thing applies. Obviously, except for the ticket, the park ticket. But $50 per person for a family of 4. $50 per person per night. $200 to stay at the hotel, get a summer tasting card, and a single-use fast lane pass to, obviously, Ghost Rider, right? Because you're gonna ride Ghost Rider. That's pretty stinking good. But I came across that and I just wanted to share it because I was particularly psyched out of my mind about it. As far as the rest of the construction around the hotel, where Amber Waves was, it's still patch of land. They're gonna probably get all of the work done on that part last. This Tuesday, Knott's is going to be doing their 4th of July celebration at the park. The fireworks start at 9:30. Last year it was about a 25-minute presentation, I think. And Knott's put up on their website the best spots around the park to view the fireworks, which for the most part, yeah, I will agree with all of these. The best places to view would be the boardwalk, the Boot Hill Cemetery, the Calico Main Stage, the little hoedown area, the little side stage there where the train station is, and anywhere around the train station. Last year, they were doing it on the 3rd because it landed on a Sunday. We were able to view from Fiesta Village between the Jaguar and the Wave Swinger, and we saw everything okay. There's some low shooting fireworks that we weren't able to see, but for the most part, for not having to go and wait for 3 hours to get a good viewing spot, Fiesta Village was fine. And there's probably going to be places where you can elevate yourself to see a little bit better, kids and whatever. So that's it for the headline news. Let's go into the park and see if there's anything we can check out, and then we'll come back into Mikasa for some Scary Farm updates. And the park is almost at full strength. So what do you think about that?
Awesome.
Just waiting on Xcelerator. Get it together, Xcelerator. In case you were ever curious about the rules for stagecoach riders in the 1800s. Please follow the directions. Long list. It's time for a stagecoach ride. This is a little different than the ones in the Columbia Ghost Town.
Oh my gosh, I know.
The one that was made out of real wood.
I know.
Look at these suckers taking the train. We're out of here. We're gonna take the caboose. For those that care, if you're tall, be careful with the stagecoach. Because I'm not even that tall. My head is squishy.
Do you want me to hold it?
Oh, boat rides. More horses. Oh, ooh, strong legs. To Avenida de Sabor, watermelon wheat beer. Is this Carlos Santana? Minor pentatonic
These are the nachos. I've had those.
The nachos?
Yeah.
You said they were okay?
They're okay.
They got all their chamoy candy. Holy cow, there's so much chamoy candy. But we got beat by the stagecoach. The horses are faster than we are. To the sky cabin. The sun. It's like an eclipse. Nothing going on there. You see all that stuff?
Yep.
Oh man. I'm so excited for Xcelerator. And for log ride line. What? I know. Still no pictures. Can't get your picture taken. Oh man, it's all the way out here. Look at it go. Look at that line go. He didn't even.
Oh, wait a minute. If you can't get your money, then get his money. Come on.
No, mine's. It's all Bitcoin.
Oh,
I got it tied up in crypto.
Maybe you need to tell him.
Oh, yeah, no, you need to. You tell him right now. Yeah.
That's how this works? You just sell me out like that? You just sell me out to the bandits. all this? Midsummer Scream?
Yeah. Hot Hunters.
Oh, all the
in
panels?
Mansion, Happy Haunted. Let's see. Performances, The Exorcist. Ooh,
Exorcistic.
live
It's all in red too.
Oh my gosh, look how creepy. I love
Cabaret
that.
Tea Macabre.
Okay, but here's the things.
It actually feels like summer.
Oh, it's so hot today.
Like I get like a breaking a little bit of a sweat. Got Pony Express going.
Yep. Rapids going.
All the water lines are super long. I need a boysenberry Sprite.
This is where I was talking about.
Okay, let's go get a boysenberry Sprite for me and nothing for you. Can I get one of these things? Hot honey chicken biscuit sandwich.
No, that's fine.
That's a mouthful. What's going on, fellas? Well, see you later. We got there chicken and beef. Talk about. What did you get?
Summer dance thing, because they were doing it.
I thought you said you weren't gonna pay for something.
No, it's on the meal plan. It has the whole thing.
Oh, it is? I looked right at the sign, didn't even see it. How's your aioli chicken butter biscuit?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Is it spicy?
That's why, well, I asked for extra honey. That's why.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's really good.
Oh my gosh.
A+. One of the nicer views in the park. The little Peanuts gang. We get our own private bridge.
Always trying to push boundaries.
I know. Speaking of pushing boundaries. Hap! Yeah! Yeah! This is where the party's at. Fiesta Village. On to Cantina del Sur. Perhaps a tasty beverage is in our future in this packed Fiesta Village. Maybe even some live entertainment. Plenty of delicious tequilas. Got a strawberry and a watermelon. Is it weird that it's always super empty over here?
Yeah, but the ride lines are so damn long.
It's a 0-minute wait for Xcelerator right now.
Well,
Actually, it's a 2-month wait. That's how long that line is.
we have to be on a waiting list for that.
Well, hang time's got a long line. And nothing for Coast Rider. It's down. Maybe they took it down to remove the little shin guards. How sweet would that be? Those shin guards are the worst. But they don't have this open. But they have the little margarita. No, the margarita stand's not open.
It's Thursday. It's not. Is it Thursday?
Yeah, it's Thursday. But it's summertime. Wait, how you doing over there? You're cut off, ma'am. I still have this much of mine. And I weigh 100 pounds more than she does. We're trying to get a refresh on, but this is close too. Trying to get refreshed right now? In the back of the ghost town, Toy Junction and Novelties. Andrea has asked to go inside. But if you have a hankering for the past, so that's Paranormal Inc. And Andrea's favorite maze, 2022. Bacon cheese, I don't know.
You saw her making it. What was the verdict? I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna try it. Oh. They're 2 for 2 on summer night food.
With the 2-1 Riders!
Yes, let's hear it for Marshmallow!
I've always been okay. And I've never used,
Steaming hot mud erupts in his face.
Woo! Steaming hot mud. Woo!
One stray spark and we'll all get blasted to kingdom come.
Always fun to take a little trip through the mine.
yep.
Get blasted on. Get dynamite blasted on. Ooh. A little bit of hayride action. I mean, log ride. Whee! Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to please leave the premises, and I don't want to see you back here. Okay. All right, let's go home.
So some kind of interesting developments at Scary Farm this week. Walking around the park, I didn't expect to see much. But there's a couple things that actually might be interesting. First off, the Pumpkin Eater Maze. When I snuck a peek, I noticed there is some character to the maze now, and that is bales of hay. I'm not sure what this means, if this is arbitrary, or if this has to do with the maze theme or not. But there's some bales of hay sitting there over toward the end of the maze. It could be a sign that this is trick or treat, or it could be something completely new, or maybe they swerve everybody and they bring corn stalkers back. Also, something that I noticed while I was looking at the hay was the door frame, the far wall behind it. I could just be going way overboard here, but looks like it could be a church door. That has nothing to do with hay, and I don't see how those two things could blend together at all, but it's not Scary Farm, it's John Cook. It could happen. And moving back around the park through Fiesta Village, something kind of interesting that I noticed while Andrea and I were walking into the park. We were in the Marketplace gift shop down at the end there, just past the candy shop. And I noticed this little guy, which is maybe nothing, maybe an Easter egg. Who knows? Pan de los Muertos. It could be a sign that Fiesta Village is going to be exactly what we think it's going to be, and that's a Dia de los Muertos scare zone. Again, I could just be throwing things from left field into the bleachers, but these are cool little things to be finding at a random time at the end of June. Mesmer still getting a little bit of TLC. There's nothing really new on the front. Hopefully, they are working on it. You can see they've got the doors open back there behind the building itself. So hopefully they're working to bring that maze back up to its former glory. Last year it was still good, but it wasn't the same as the year before. Not a lot to see from the top of the sky cabin on the side of the boardwalk ballroom. Still just wood planks. You can't really see in the door. Doesn't matter which angle you get it from. However, Andrea and I did randomly have to happen to kind of sneak a peek through the crack of the doors there at the exit of the ballroom, and I noticed that there are some walls up. I don't know if this design has to do with anything. Perhaps they're going to start adding dimensions to it, adding details to it. Who knows? But these walls are up, and this room looks completely different than it did when it was Dark Ride. So, Calico Origins, they're working, fast and furious on that maze. Those final scenes are starting to finally come up. It looks cool. It's very exciting to see that. It kind of puts your mind right, knowing that haunt season is going to be coming up very, very soon, and these SoCal theme parks getting ready for it makes me feel like things are right. The depths, a couple coats of paint. Tried to look inside the warehouse door there. It's been open for the last 2 months or so since they put that stuff out there. Can't really see anything inside. I'm hoping that's another maze that gets restored to its former glory, because when that maze was in tip-top shape, that maze was amazing. The arcade under Berry Tales got me thinking it's probably not trapped. They started painting the little brick walls on the sides. I believe that's going to be the exit. And if that's the case, then that is not trapped. The trapped exit was down on the far end of the arcade, so this is a completely different layout. Hopefully maybe some sort of tribute maze with a lot of the old favorites, room to room kind of a thing, almost like a museum of sorts. Would be very cool. But there's not a lot to see around the outside. It's almost in the same shape that it was in last week. So, and that's about all I've got this week for Scary Farm. Some interesting developments, like I said. There is progress every week with this, and we're hoping for just maybe some sort of teaser here in the coming weeks before Midsummer Scream, that maybe they just give us a little hint of what we could possibly be in store for. Until then, I'm going to keep my eyes open, keep feeding you the breadcrumbs as I get them, and we'll see you again next week.